Hey, what's up everybody? AMP here. And today I'm going to show you the A-frame generator for Yeoman that I just put out. We just started playing around with A-frame. If you're unfamiliar, it's a project by Mozilla that allows you to write VR scenes with HTML. So it's a pretty cool little code base to play around with. So right now we have a couple graphic designers and programmers, and I wanted to give them a tool that would easily set up A-frame projects so that they could get working on them. So I made a little Yeoman generator. It's called generator-aframe. You can find it on NPM. And I also made, because I've been playing around with Docker recently, made a Docker file for the generator, so that if you don't have Node installed on your computer, you just have Docker, you could use this with Docker as well. So I'll show you real quick how to do it the manual way. The manual way would be installing Yo, which I already have, and installing the generator-aframe as a global package. Once you do that, you can type Yo, and you should have an A-frame generator listed here. So that's how you do it the manual way. If you wanted to use the Docker image, the Docker image already has Yo and the Yeoman generator-aframe already loaded up into it. You can run this command, and what that will do is, if I can paste this, there we go. So what that will do is it'll go out to the Docker Hub repo and grab the generator-aframe build that has everything, that has Node and Yeoman and the generator pre-installed. And it will start up an instance of that container and basically type out Yo for you. So it'll start the generator for you. Either one works. Okay, so we'll say, sure, send it data. Now it'll ask you for the name of your project. In this case, we'll say frame test. And cool. So once you do that, it will create a folder for you. Go ahead and hop into that folder, and we'll open that up in the code editor. Has a few different files. Has the index.html that has a starter A-frame scene in it. It imports A-frame. And then it has a few other libraries that are optional. One is A-frame extras that I usually use. And then the other two are either web components, both web components and a project that I work on, which is LRN web components. It's for higher education specifically. And we'll go ahead and import both of those, just because you can use web components so easily in this. There's also an app.js file if you need it. But let's start it up. So to start it, if you're on a Mac, let me close these other windows here. If you're on a Mac, I have a Docker file that has browser sync in it. So it makes it easy to use. If you're on a Mac, you can type make start. And if you're not on a Mac, you can just copy the start command and paste it into your browser paste it into your terminal and run that. What that'll do is it'll go out and get this browser sync image and run it. So now that we've ran that, it went out and got the build and started up the browser sync at localhost 3000. So pop open your browser and go to localhost 3000, and you should see the default scene there. And it also should say, if I'll refresh again, it should say connected to browser sync. So that's cool. So now as we work here, let's say that we remove the box and hit save, the box should automatically be removed with browser sync. So that's cool. Now I also mentioned that it uses web components, or it can, if you uncomment those imports. And we can see what that would look like. So I know that we are importing paper toast, which is a little toast notification. And we can test that out by going into our app.js, and let's target that, target that toast element, paper toast, and toast has a method on it called show, I believe it is. Come on, show. And we'll say hello there. So there we go. So now we have an A-frame project using browser sync to automatically refresh, and we have web components working in there really easily. So let me know how that works, and see you later.